guys, welcome to Roswell, and oh my god, I got yelled at by Onstar. Onstar yelled at me. I didn't even do anything. I was phoning in to cancel my plan because I was kind of getting annoyed with them not being able to actually take me to where I need to go, give me the proper directions. And she was like, oh, okay, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, I don't know if you're Canadian or if you even know Victoria or anything like that. And she's like, I'm gonna stop you there. I'm from Halifax. I was like, oh, okay. Sorry. I'm like, do you know Victoria? And she's like, oh no, I have a sibling that lives over in that area. So I was like, okay. Now, I was trying to get from Victoria back to Vancouver. And I was trying to get OnStar. I'm like, I need help to get to the ferry. And the OnStar's guy's like, okay, let me just look this up. Okay, ferry. Oh, there is no ferry that goes from Vancouver Island to Vancouver. You're on your own. I'm like, why am I on my own? He's like, nope, you're on your own. And the lady I was talking to on OnStar was like, what? He said, what? Did he actually say you're on your own? I'm like, yeah, you could go in and listen to the recorded messages and see that he said, you're on your own. I'm like, I thought you guys had access to Google. And she's like, we do. We have to go to the supervisor's desk and then we get Google. And I'm like, that's all I'm saying. All I needed was him to look it up. But no, why would he? Why would he? My arms look fake here. It looks like I have somebody behind me controlling my hands. Like in Whose Line Is It Anyway? No, they're my real hands. Anyways, sorry. Shiny things distract me. And she was actually shocked. She was speechless. She's like, I don't understand why he would do that. And she's like, is there any other reasons why you want to cancel besides that one incident? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, oh, okay, well, what is it? And I'm like, I don't have the money. She burst out laughing. She started laughing at me. Not only did she yell at me, now she's laughing at me. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't even mean to laugh. And I'm like, yeah, because you think this is funny. My life's a joke. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I'm not kidding. She actually did laugh. But I was like, I know, what's the truth, right? I'm not going to lie. It's because I'm trying to save money and I didn't really want to spend that much money. And with them not being able to give me proper directions, I figured, why not? And she's like, okay, well, just those two things. And I'm like, nope. When I was in Vegas, I was trying to get to the Grand Canyon. And I'm like, okay, OnStar, please take me to the Grand Canyon. The guy's like, perfect. You are on your way to the Grand Canyon. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm driving along. It brought me to a hotel. It wasn't even called the Grand Canyon Hotel. It was just a random hotel that was nowhere near the Grand Canyon. It was still like a 2-hour drive away. Are you kidding me? So then I had to pull over and Google and say, okay, Grand Canyon's this address. And of course, me being me, I still got the address wrong, and I went to the north side of the Grand Canyon, and I found the Grand National Butt Monument. Because apparently the States, they have a National Butt Monument. It was actually really cool. It's by myself, off-roading a little bit, but I didn't make it. But next year, July, I am making it. In my new Jeep Wrangler. Which I'll have in, like, July. So it'll be the perfect timing. I'll get the car and then do an off-road trip. Kind of like what Greg did. You know, that's apparently what you do when you get a Jeep Wrangler. You do these awesome road trips. And I always love road trips. And I love off-roading. She was shocked by that. She's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no. I'm like, so I'm kind of, concerned. I can't really get to where I need to go. Because these guys just say, oh, well, you're on your own. So I might as well just not pay the money and just Google it myself. She's like, well, did you complain to the manager? And I'm like, no, I don't really want to complain to the manager. And she's like, well, you should have. I'm like, well, you see, the thing is, I'm like that guy who just doesn't like to complain. I just like to, at a restaurant, right? You order your food, you get the wrong food. I don't want to say, hey, this is the wrong stuff. I never send my food back, except for, obviously, the other day with my salads. But that's not the point. That is not the point. I very rarely send my food back. If I can still eat it, I will eat it and not send it back. And she's like, okay, that is not the way to be. And she was telling me how she actually used to be like that too, until somebody was like, hey, you know what? If you don't point it out, and they serve you wrong, and then they go serve the next person wrong, so on and so on, and nobody says anything, how do they learn? There's no learning experience. They don't learn. They don't grow. I was like, you know what? That's actually a really valid point. And she's like, yeah, you definitely should speak up. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, no, you're gonna speak up. So I got lectured. Onstar yelled at me and gave me a lecture, and I'm actually very thankful for it because it helped me progress. And it's like, you know what? That's actually a very valid point, because if you don't say anything, it's actually kind of worse than just saying it and then getting it fixed. Because then, if you say something, then they can learn and then not do it again. Because then the guy who's like, oh, there's no such ferry that goes from Vancouver Island to Vancouver, would have learned the process and told the next person who was trying to go from Vancouver Island to Vancouver, is like, oh, well, this is how you do it. So I got lectured and I learned something. I did some learning. I got learned on today. I got my learned on. Yeah, and me and her had a blast. She just kept on laughing at my jokes. I wasn't even saying any jokes, and she was just laughing. I even said, hey, look, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a vlogger. And she's like, oh, well, what's your channel? I'm like, it's Rod's World 89. She's like, you know what? I think I actually watched your videos. I was like, what? That's awesome. That is so cool. That's the third person. Be like, hey, I've watched your videos before. And I'm talking to Onstar, and she's in wherever. I don't even know if she exists, because do Onstar people exist? I ended up making her night, and she ended up making my night. So that was actually really great. I was telling her, I'm like, you know what? Since you're laughing at me and you think that I'm funny, maybe I should do stand-up again. Because last time I did stand-up, y'all know I did not do that well. So I'm wondering if I should do it again. She's like, okay, when you do it, I need you to phone me, and I'll come to the audience and I will heckle you. Because you can take the heckling, and you're good at heckling. I'm like, well, of course. I like when people heckle me, because that means I'm in spur of the moment. I can do anything and well, I can't do anything. But it's just spur of the moment stuff, and my brain just goes out, and I don't even have to think, and I just do. And apparently that is funny. I will do it again. But that means I gotta make a routine. I don't know a routine. I just like talking about my experiences in my everyday life. And even she's like, do you have a Black Addams Family cloud above you? And I told her that was racist. And then I said, yes, I do. And that's why I vlog, because the craziest things happen to me. And like, I talked to her the whole way home, and I didn't even get a chance to listen to my music. That's all I wanted to do, was listen to my music and cancel my OnStar subscription. I did neither of those things. I'm still now subscribed with OnStar, but I do have a better deal. So that's a bonus. So I'm paying a little bit less. All the time, I got nothing done. I get yelled and lectured at by the OnStar person, and I'm still subscribed. I'm still paying money. And she's like, yeah, that means I'm doing my job. And I'm like, you. So if you're watching this video, you made my night. Thank you so much. Don't forget, guys, hit that like button and subscribe. Okay, now I'm just getting nauseous and dizzy. I did get a sunburn today.